Test.
Oh yeah, is it? They work? Are they thing where it's working? Whee! Welcome back to For Time with Myriad. I am your old host, Anna, here with Kyle Goodberlet. We are guest hosting this week for Member Appreciation Week, and I'm so excited to be back.
I just did a workout, so I'm very sweaty. My heart rate is very high, and they told me to jump on this, so
be fun. That's what
I've listened to a lot of these podcasts, but never been a part of one, so I'm very excited.
Well, welcome. Well, I feel like most people who've listened to this podcast know I have been at the gym for many a year. I walked in to CrossFit NapTown day one, October 8th, 2011. But Kyle, when did you join Myriad Fitness, formerly CrossFit NapTown?
I think it was either 2014 or 2013.
It was 14.
It was 14. Yeah. Oh, thank you.
Let me tell you when you joined.
So 10 years ago. I've been a member for 10 years.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
This month?
Yeah, it was the fall, I know.
Yep. You can't tell by looking at me, but I have been doing CrossFit for about 10 years.
So 10 years ago, you are at CrossFit NapTown. Set the scene. Where are we?
We are in our location over at Delaware.
Mm-hmm.
I think that I stayed up all night and shut down Ralston's. So that's the best thing about the old location. You can just walk to Mass Ave after workouts, have a few cocktails.
Perfect.
Meet people that you didn't know, but you had a great time during class. And so you guys had open gym from what, like 7 to 9?
Yeah, late night.
Yep. And I remember someone was working open gym, and I didn't know who she was, but she was sitting there typing on her laptop.
Probably doing homework.
And I was like, this might be someone that I want to grab a cup of coffee with. And so she was ignoring me, by the way, and I was doing a bunch of different aerobatic, I was doing a snatch, CrossFit, pull, clean.
Who knows?
Just trying to impress, kind of like those birds of paradise on planet Earth. Just trying to build my nest and trying to grab her attention. Nothing would work. So I told her that, hey, if I can do a rope climb without any legs, do you think that maybe...
That's not what you said. The rope was down, and you go, you don't use your legs for this, right? Just hands? And I thought I was going to witness a death.
Yeah.
On the property.
Well, I screamed at you because you weren't paying attention to me, so that got your attention.
Yeah, and you did it.
Yeah, I was an old pole vaulter back in the day, back in 98, 99 at her... Oh, sorry. So I was an old pole vaulter back in the day, and I know how to do rope climbs without my legs. This one, no, she didn't think I had it in me.
But you did. You did it.
10 years later, we're married and have a kid, so... Legless rope climbs.
That's the way to get partners in the gym. Okay, that was a lot of storytelling. Tell me, what was it like joining the gym? What was like the onboarding process?
Yeah, it was very intimidating. I've done traditional weightlifting, and I was the old Gold's gym. I had hooks for deadlifts and 6 belts to make sure that my back, and I was just tired of getting hurt. I was playing soccer, and I was so top heavy that I kept on spraining all my ankles, and I just needed a change. So I walk in there and saw everyone just looking like an American gladiator, and there was basically, hey, you want to do CrossFit? Join us at a class with a bunch of other people, and then sign up.
Did you do the baseline workout that first day?
No, we did not.
No? Oh, surprising me. I guess I don't remember what
we did triple unders and muscle ups.
That's a
ring
lie.
Muscle ups.
I know that's a lie. Things are a little bit different today. The gym has changed a lot. You've seen us through a couple of moves and new programs and different ways of onboarding people.
I have. Yeah, it's just become more organized, right? I feel like the athletes today don't want to be like when you open up your pool first thing in the springtime. You throw tons of chemicals in there. You shock it. You can't swim for 2 to 3 weeks until all the chemicals settle down. That's how CrossFit was first introduced to a lot of people. Like, all right, let's do 24 rounds of Sydney every minute on the minute. Let's go. But now it's like, we don't want to be injured. We don't want to
Yeah.
hurt. We still have to type. We still have to go to work.
We still gotta type.
We gotta
all
type.
have our typing jobs.
I mean, honestly, like I remember my hands hurt so bad. Like you're ripping, you're full of chalk. Like you couldn't function on your day-to-day activities because it was like so intense back in the day. 10 years ago, it was intense. I mean, you guys were still competing in the games.
That's true. 2014, we went to the games.
Right. So I feel like that type of leadership led to the intensity of the gym, which was great at the time. We're all a little younger. We all had stuff to prove. We had all the egos. But now there's a great onboarding process. There's foundations. There's the level method. I feel like I come here, I know that I'm going to have a great workout. My heart rate's going to get high, but I'm not going to be limping out of here and putting Band-Aids and Neosporin on my neck, my legs, my arms, and my hands.
What you would be doing
because
to
Neosporin's
require...
very expensive at Walgreens. It's not cheap.
When you get that name brand, too, instead of just the triple antibiotic.
Who buys third-party off-brand Neosporin?
It's the same recipe.
It's not.
Buy generic, guys. That's the title of the podcast. Buy generic.
I disagree.
Okay, so it sounds like a lot has been... And I would totally agree. I think we've talked about that a lot on the For Time podcast, how things have changed a lot over the years. We've learned. We have all gotten older and recognize how much more this whole fitness journey is about meeting people where they're at and doing it for the long run, staying healthy, staying safe, all that good stuff. But I know there's definitely, you mentioned missing the vibes of being able to like walk over to Mass Ave right after. What else do you maybe miss from previous iterations of Myriad Fitness and yoga and CrossFit NapTown, etc.?
Yeah, I mean, it was all in one location back in the day. So you had your weightlifting, you had your yoga, you had your CrossFit. It was all in one building. So like... I do miss seeing everyone in one location. I mean, the new location here, you know, but there was
that's better, but we do see yoga down the hall, and that's a little trickier.
I used to do yoga every day, right? So I feel
Why did you do yoga every day?
All right, now you're going to make me sound like a creep. So after I took this girl out for coffee, after I wrangled her in, did my birds of paradise on the legless rope climbs, I realized that she also does yoga.
She taught yoga at the time.
And there's a thing called Shavasana. They used to oil up your hands at the end of the class.
Oh my God.
Give me a nice massage. Yeah.
I don't think that's true.
I try to get my yoga class. What was it? You could be an instructor.
Yeah.
But
I feel like you went to yoga every day without checking the schedule, and sometimes I was there, sometimes I wasn't.
There's a hit or miss.
But I do remember there used to be a ping pong table. That's one thing I miss over at the old space. That was insane and unhinged why we had that. But we did have a ping pong table in the former boot camp and yoga space, and we would sometimes play ping pong after.
We used to do poker tournaments over there too, every once in a while with a group of guys.
Not me.
Ping pong, poker tournaments.
Yeah. We're a little, again, older, wiser, and a lot of people have kids, so a little tougher to do the late night activities as groups.
But no, I mean, listen, every location the last 10 years, the Delaware location, the location across the Stutz there, they all served a purpose.
Capital Clutch.
I mean, if it wasn't for those other two locations, Capital Clutch, we wouldn't be here in this new building. But I feel like walking in here, it kind of has the same energy, has the same community as the first location.
Yeah, I can see that.
And it's a blend because it's really big, like the second location. So now it's kind of like a hybrid.
Yeah, that's true. I like that idea of like feeling some of that energy that I feel like people missed from the Delaware location when we were at Capitol, because that was like, we were all very near each other, but 3 different buildings does feel pretty segregated, and now we're all under one, on even closer block again, and under one single roof, even though the yoga studio is down the hall. Yep. But yeah, it has that energy and that big space.
And it's not Mass Ave, but how many times you get done with the class and you go to Amelia's, you go to Patachou, you go to Turner's, like, people are always walking around the Stutz, so it's kind of like a mini version of the Mass Ave.
That is really fun. I think it's, we've been here for about a year now at the Stutz location, and I think it is definitely starting to feel like more and more like home and less like, just the new location. It feels like, even though I have memories of the old space, this feels like our space, our home now at Myriad. So,
yeah, I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, what a lovely time to be celebrating like about a year at the Stutz Member Appreciation Week. And thanks for joining us today for what has probably been a little unhinged.
Sorry, I just got done the workout. They gave me a microphone, so
that's always dangerous.
I appreciate Myriad Fitness for the last 10 years. It changed my life. It wasn't transactional; it was transformational.
Look at you.
And I will never look back without a degree of fondness and respect for what this gym has given me outside and inside of it.
And who knows what's going to come in the next 10 years? Time.